The Bible is the greatest book ever written. It's the best bestseller. But what does it help? You have this awesome, expensive article that is worth so much, but you do not know how it works. I think we all have experiences of that. Having a cell phone for 2 years and then find out, this is how it always goes into mute. Well, I had this experience with my car. I think I had it about 3 years before I realized where the switch for the back wipers is. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the unfortunate part of all of this is that we sometimes wait till everything smashes up before we grab to the manual. But if we can understand, every article comes with a manual. The person who made the article also gives you a workpiece or a book of description or a guideline how to work this thing. So why would we wait till we're stuck before we find out what the knobs are really for, what is really happening to us? I would suggest we take the manual and read it from the beginning. As life is now, we are dumped in a day of death. It's literally a place that is in a fallen state and it's ruled by darkness. And God Himself, the one who wrote the manual, came into this life to show us how to do it. So by one man, we were dumped in this situation. And by one man, we got out of this situation. He actually had people writing about him because he is the one that stepped right into this realm to get us out of it, to bring us back to perfection, to get us out and redeem us from darkness. The Bible contains this redemption plan for man. All these questions of who am I? Where am I from? Where am I going? Why am I even created? I remember I was about 13 when these questions started plaguing me, and it's like crazy that people carry these questions their whole life, and then comes scientists that knows everything, and they're like, where did everything begin? And all these answers are right in this manual for living. But Paul urges us, and he says, we must wake up to this righteousness, and we must start running our race. How do you actually do it? Well, the only thing I can advise is you start reading the Bible. Hebrews 10 verse 7 says, in the volume of the book, it's written about the body. He says, in the volume of the book, I've come to do your will. And he's talking about Christ, the body that was prepared, that received the Spirit of God. So God Himself manifested on the earth. But now in Proverbs 1, he says, I'm going to explain to you what the word really is. And I want to read it to you out of the Message Bible. He says, this is a manual for living. It's written down so we'll well know how to live and how to live right, to understand what life really means and where it's going. It's a manual for living, for learning what is right and just and fair, to teach the inexperienced the ropes, and to give young people a grasp on reality. There's something here for every seasoned man and woman, still a thing or two for the experienced to learn, fresh wisdom to probe and penetrate, the rhymes and the reasons of the wise. Well, start with God and start right. First step in learning is bowing down to God. Only fools thumb their noses at such wisdom and learning.